Yo guys, what is going on? Uh, I'm here with you. I just talking about Boston sports. Let's just talk about Boston because I am a fan of everything Boston because I grew up there. And those are my sports teams. Red Sox, Celtics, Patriots, Bruins. All four of those teams are teams I grew up watching and just loving. And I'll be honest with you. We're going to go through a dark time in Boston sports. And I know a lot of comments are going to be like, boo hoo, boo hoo. Oh, Boston, you have it so hard. I get it. I get that. But there was a way we could have avoided all of this. And I'm going to start off with the Celtics. Now, the Celtics, I admit it. They are a great team. Okay, they're a great franchise. They've won 17 championships, the most of all time. We get it. But, there's a big but here. We went through a long time without winning a championship. Okay, we didn't win a championship since the 80s till the 2008 team with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Rajon Rondo, and obviously Ray Allen. And I feel like we're not going to win a championship for a very long time, even with this current squad. Look, I think Jason Tatum's an exciting young player. Jaylen Brown's great. Kemba Walker is great. But there are other teams, like the Bucks and the Heat now, who will demolish us in a 7-game series. And I'm here because I'm being realistic now. I'm being realistic. And there's a lot of Boston sports fans saying, oh, yeah, we could still win a championship with this. No, we can't. No, you can't. You can't win a championship with this. Let's be honest here. Do you honestly think that the Celtics, and Brad Stevens is a great coach. I won't say he's not. Brad Stevens is a great coach. The Celtics this year can get past Giannis when we don't have a quality center. We don't have a quality center. And, that's a big thing. That's a big thing you need to have when you're defending guys like Giannis Antetokounmpo. When you have to defend guys like Joel Embiid in the paint. When you have to defend guys like Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler driving on you in the paint. Those are big things you have to defend. And we don't have that. We could have traded for it. We basically gave up, the Cavaliers gave up nothing to get Andre Drummond, who, by the way, is looking to actually resign there. I thought Andre Drummond was going to be there because Andre Drummond thought it was a joke to be in Cleveland. But he's going to actually resign there. And to be honest with you, I wasn't going to resign Andre Drummond if I was the Celtics. I would have him there as a 1-year rental so we can win a chip. But guess what? Brad Stevens was not even, not Brad Stevens, Danny Ainge wasn't even going to give up a second-round pick. The trade deadline, we didn't do anything. Hopefully, I was wondering if maybe we could sign Isaiah Thomas back because he's now a free agent. He got released. But, Danny Ainge is probably not going to do that either because he feels like, because he can't give Celtics fans a win. That's just how it is. Celtics don't do anything at the trade deadline. And you know what? I guess it's our fault for getting our hopes up. Because he was never going to do anything in the first place. Let's be honest. Now, I'm going to go to the Red Sox. Red Sox. Our new genius of a general manager, Shane Bloom, trade away the best thing to happen to Boston sports. I would argue our second best player of all time, if you want to count Babe Ruth as a Red Sox player, and maybe our third best if you want to count Babe Ruth as a baseball player, as a Red Sox player. I guess you can because he was a Red Sox player, but everybody knows him from the Yankees mainly. But let's be honest here. Mookie Betts was the best thing to happen to Boston sports. The best player that we got in Boston sports since Ted Williams. I'll be straight up here. Since Ted Williams. If we want to argue that Mike Trout's a top 10 player of all time already, then you can make a case that Mookie Betts is a top 15 baseball player of all time just because Mookie Betts, if you look at Mike Trout and Mookie Betts' stats, they're not that far off. They're not that far off at all. And guess what? He's gone. Because for some reason, Boston of all sports teams, has to give up players because we have to afford salary cap room. John Henry is the owner of this establishment, okay? He's a billionaire. Not even just a billion. I think he has $6 billion he's worth. He couldn't give a little extra tax. Because this is how baseball works. If you go over the tax threshold, you have to pay a fine. You have to pay a fine for how much you went over. Now, if I'm John Henry, and it means I have to keep Mookie Betts if I sign him for an extra $5 million, I'm doing that. Now, I get it. Mookie Betts wants to test out free agency. He was going to test out free agency no matter what, but at least you could try to re-sign him. The Red Sox offered $300 million over, I think, 8 years. I think that's what it was, or 10 years, something like that. It was $30 million a year, and he wanted $35 million a year, so 12 years was worth like $400 million. And you know what? If I'm John Henry, I'm like, sign the damn contract. We do it. We do it right now. Because you're Boston. And you're missing out now on a top, possibly a guy that by the end of his career could be a top 10 baseball player of all time. Okay? I already told you the numbers. The numbers are not that far off from Mike Trout. We're already talking about him as a top 5 baseball player of all time. But no. We're too cheap, apparently. And I like Alex Verdugo. I think Alex Verdugo will be a great player. But not Mookie Betts. You don't trade Mookie Betts for Alex Verdugo. And the ways that we traded him away for basically peanuts. Look, I like peanuts. Look, I like Alex Verdugo. But you could have gotten way more. I don't think we could have gotten Walker Buehler, but we could have maybe gotten Max Muncy or Gavin Lux or someone like that. But except we're getting a guy who's good, but he's not Mookie Betts good. And we could have either had Jock Peterson, but no, he had to go to the Angels in that part of the deal. So we only got one player from the Dodgers, another player from the Twins. So basically we just traded Alex Verdugo. We just got Alex Verdugo for Mookie Betts. Great. Now the Patriots. Let's look at the Patriots. How the Patriots are doing. Crap. How about crap? You know, I have to listen every day to First Take and how Max Kellerman's always up there saying, oh, Tom Brady sucks now. Well, listen, Tom Brady does not suck. His receivers are ass. His receivers are dog crap. Okay, Mohamed Sanu was battling an injury. Julian Edelman was battling an injury. And guess what? His leading tight end, his 39-year-old tight end, Ben Watson, was battling an injury. So you had 3 injured receivers who aren't that good anyway. Edelman's good. I'm not saying Edelman ain't that good, but I'm saying Edelman without the injury. With that injury, he's not that good. And we saw it this year. And I salute Edelman for playing through the injury. But it didn't help much. I mean, it did help, but it didn't give us a Super Bowl. And look, yes, Brady might have lost a step in his game, but he's still a top 10 quarterback in this league if you gave him some actual help. If you gave him Phillip Rivers receivers and you switched Phillip Rivers with Tom Brady, oh my God, Phillip Rivers would be garbaged, and Tom Brady would probably throw for over 5,000 yards. He already threw for over 4,000 yards this year, with his leading receiver being Julian Edelman and having no tight end. He had no other receivers on his team besides Edelman. Now imagine you give him actually some good receivers like Keenan Allen and give him a receiver like Williams and have good running backs like Eckler and have a good offensive line. But Tom Brady's going to leave. if we don't give him any. Because Tom Brady wants two things right now. He wants respect. He wants a team around him. The respect part's going to come in money. The respect part's going to come in money. And for those people telling you, Brady doesn't care about money, bull. He's a competitor. He wants to be the highest paid quarterback. So, I'm telling you, the Bruins are all right. The Bruins are all right. I mean, there's nothing to get mad about the Bruins except that they can't finish in the playoffs. Tuukka Rask was horrible against the St. Louis Blues last year. In the last game, Tuukka Rask just was horrible. We couldn't stop anything. But, I think we're going to hit a dark period of time in Boston sports, especially with the Patriots. Patriots and the Red Sox are going to hit a dark time. I'm not saying the Red Sox are completely not talented anymore. They still got Bogarts. They still got Devers. They still got Andrew Benintendi. They got good pitching in Chris Sale. But they ain't winning no championship soon. They aren't. Anyway, Patriots are going to... I don't care what people say about how, Belichick is still a great coach. He can get any quarterback. No, Belichick can't get any quarterback and still be good. Okay? Coaches, I'm not saying Belichick ain't a good coach. He is. But if you don't have an actual quarterback on a team, you cannot win. And I don't care how people say, the AFC East division is crap. Guess what? It's the most winning division if you take out the top teams. So ever since 2000, ever since Brady went into this league, the AFC East is the top team, is the top division. If you take out everybody's top team, is the top winningest division if you take out every top team. And that's all those years, it's always the Patriots that are winning. So even if you take out the Patriots, they're still the most winning division in the league. So I don't want to hear about, Brady's always been playing in a bad league. No, Brady has not been always playing in a bad division. Okay? If the Patriots weren't in the divisions, most of the times, and guess what? Most of the times the Bills and the Jets, they always usually finish like 7-9 or 9-7. Imagine if the Patriots weren't there. If the Patriots weren't there, they could finish 11-7 or 9-9. So, not 9-9, 9-7. So, I don't want to hear that Tom Brady's always playing in a weak division. He could still win in the playoffs, so it doesn't matter. And even if you did bring up the weak division thing, it's bull. So, anyway, I'm going to finish it off here by saying, Boston, you're in trouble, especially if it's the Patriots and the Red Sox. Patriots are definitely not winning anything if Tom Brady leaves, and then Red Sox, you just trade away arguably the best player to come into this league since Mike Trout. Honestly, horrible move. So, God, you're the Red Sox and you traded away players to get cap space. That's just horrible. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I'll see you guys in a new video. Peace out.